Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. In today's video, we'll be learning how to cut a pencil sketch with hip allocation. We have our materials to be used, the scissors, the tape rule, the chalk and the measurement. I'll be imputing my measurement for this sketch. My waist measurement is 28 and that's going to be divided by 4 to give 7 inches. For the hip, my hip measurement is 40 inches and I'll be dividing by 2 because I want my skirt to have a shape. I want my butt to have shape just like the picture on the screen. So I'll be dividing by 2. If you want your gown or your skirt to also come out this way, you have to divide your hip measurement by 2 and not by 4, and that will give me 20. So for the front hip measurement I'll be using for the front piece of the skirt, that's going to be the 20 minus 1.5 inches because my hip measurement is 40 inches. That is why I am using 1.5. If your hip measurement is 36, 37, 34, or even 35, you can use minus 1. The reason why I am subtracting 1.5 from the front hip is because my front hip is not as shapy as the back, so you have to subtract it, and that's going to be 19.5 divided by 2, and that will give me 9.75 for my front piece measurement. Then for the back hip measurement, that's going to be the 20 inches plus the 1.5 inches I subtracted from the front hip measurement, and that'll give me 21.5 divided by 2 because our fabric will be placed on fold, so that will give me 10.75. So we have our measurement for the front hip and the back hip. Now for the skirt measurement, my actual skirt length is 35 inches. But because I want my skirt to have a band, my band is 2 inches. I'll be subtracting the band measurement from the skirt length, and that will give me 33 inches for my skirt length with the 2 inches for the band that has been subtracted. So we can now go into the cutting of the fabric. I love cutting my front piece and my back skirt piece separately. So now for the front piece, make sure your fabric is placed on fold with the right side facing each other. Now I'm ready to cut my front skirt piece, but I want to go over the measurement again. My waist is 20 divided by 4, that is 7 inches. My hip is 40 divided by 2 because I want my butt shape to come out because I'm a bit hippy, as you can see on my hip, as you can see for my hip measurement. So for the front piece measurement, that's going to be the 20 minus 1.5 because the front is not as shapy as the back. That's going to be 19.5, then divide by 2 because my front skirt piece is going to be cut on fold, and you can see it's going to be cut on fold, so that's going to be 19 divided by 2, and that will give me 9.75. So that is the hip measurement I'll be using for the front piece. And the back hip measurement is going to be 20 plus 1.5, 21.5 divided by 2, that will give me 10.5. Then for my skirt length, I'll be removing the band, and that will give me 33 inches. So we can now go into the imputing of the measurement. So you can see me measuring my skirt length, that is 33 inches. I'm trying to measure all through so I can have a straight line. After measuring my skirt length, I'm going to be adding 2 inches hemming allowance for it. For the hemming allowance, I'm going to be adding 2 inches to the down part of the skirt. Then that is going to make the skirt to be 35 altogether. 33 for the skirt length and 2 inches for the hemming allowance. So now I want to input my measurement. Now don't forget, I told you my skirt is going to be having a band. So that is the band measurement I am subtracting. The standard hip line measurement, the standard hip line from the waist is 8 inches. So that is what I am measuring now. My hip line is 8 inches, but I have removed 2 inches for the band. So that's going to be 6 inches left. Don't forget I'm adding band. So when I had my band, I'm going to have my 8 inches back. So now I want to input my waist measurements. My waist is 7 inches. Then on the hip line, I'm going to be inputting the front hip measurement, which is 9.75. Now for the down part of the skirt, because I want my skirt to be pencil, so I'll be subtracting 2 inches from the hip measurement for the down part of the skirt, and that will give me 7.2, 7.75. Sorry. If you want your skirt to be more pencil, you can subtract it. You can subtract more inches depending on your choice. So now you can see me. I'm trying to join all the lines, all the measurement together. After doing that, I'm going to be adding 1.5 inches sewing allowance all through. And for the waist part of the skirt, because I want my skirt to have a dart, I'm going to be adding 1 inch dart, 1 inches for the dart. Then I'm adding 1.5 inches all through for the sewing allowance. Then I'll connect the lines. After doing this, I can cut out my fabric, and I'll be using the front skirt piece to cut out the back skirt piece. Now you can see me joining it together with pin, and you place it on the other fabric to cut out the back piece. Now this is the front piece put on the back piece. I want to use it to cut out the back skirt piece. Now don't forget that my hip line I measured earlier was 6 inches, so I already measured out the hip line on the back piece. And you remember that I already added 1.5 inches to the front, so and I already used it to cut part of the skirt piece. So for the zipper part of the back piece, you have to add extra inches like 3 inches all through, so that it will be easy for you to bring out our shape. So for the hip measurement of my back piece, that's going to be 10.75, and remember that I already added 1.5 in sewing allowance, so that's going to be 11 point so that's going to be 12.25 for the back piece. Then you can see I already measured it out on the hip line. Then I'm going to come down 8 by 8 inches from the hip line for the back, because I want my butt to have a shape. So I'm going to come down by 8 inches from the hip line at the back of the back piece. Then I'm going to join it together just as the way you're seeing on the screen. Then I'll connect it to the waist line. You can see the waist does not have any. I'm not leaving extra inches for the waistline of the back piece with the front. The waistline of the front and the back pieces are equal, as you can see. The only difference is the butt line that came out more. Then I came down by 8 inches down from the hip line because I want my butt to have shape. Then I'm going to measure 1 inches for the zipper all through the skirt, as you can see. Now I'm going to be joining it together. As you can see, for the waistline of the back piece, I measured 1 inches for the zipper allowance, and for the hip line, you can see after measuring my hip measurement, then I'm adding 1 inches for the zipper allowance also. So then I added 1 inches for the zipper allowance all through the skirt also. Then you can see it is bringing out the shape already. Then you can see the other side of the skirts are equal where I added the inches. The side skirts, the side part of the skirt are equal. Now the only difference between the front and the basket piece is the the butt shape, and that is the zipper. You can see I measured it on the zipper part. That is why I left extra inches so that I'll be able to do that. So this is me checking it out and showing you what I've done so far. Line for the zipper part of the back piece, then you can see, then I'm adding 1 inch zipper allowance. I'm just showing you what I've done so far. Then I can cut out the back piece. Now you can see the butt shape coming out already. You can see the butt shape coming out already. When you want to input this, you have to input it at the zipper part of the basket piece. Then because my skirt is going to have a band, I'm going to be coming down by ½ inch from the waist line, so that the band can sit perfectly on the waist. So I'll be coming down by ½ inches, and I'm going to take it out. And now guys, look at the final look of the skirt. You can see the butt shape is coming out already. So tell me, when you saw this, how won't your butt come out? How won't it be shapy? And one thing about this method is that it is applicable to all clothes. You can use it on gown, on your skirt, and it is applicable to all sizes. If you use it, it's going to bring out the butt. No matter if you are EP or not, it's going to bring out your butt shape. So that is why I love this method, and I'm willing to let you know about this method also. Now I am notching the hemming part. The hemming part, I'm going to be using it to turn in the lining for the fabric, and I'm going to head to cut out the lining for the fabric. When you're cutting the lining for the fabric, make sure the lining is shorter than the skirt length, so this will make it easy for you to turn in the fabric with the lining. As you can see, this is the final look after cutting out. You do this for the front piece and the back piece. Then you join both sides and turn it in. Now this is the final look after turning it with the lining, and I've pressed it with iron. You do the same for the back piece also. Then you stop stitch and add your dart. You join together and add your zipper. And this is the final look of the skirt. And you can see the butt well shaped. Kindly subscribe and put on the notification bell for the next tutorial. Thanks for watching. Bye.